Hello and welcome. One of the most powerful things we can do is learn how to talk about our feelings. It is, no joke, the key to better relationships and really understanding ourselves. So let's just dive right in. So let me just start by asking you this. How are you feeling really? Just take a second. How many times a day do we just say, I'm fine, when really, there is so much more going on under the surface?
Well, today we are going to build a toolkit together, a whole set of words and phrases that'll help you get past that automatic "I'm fine" and start having real, honest, and way more meaningful conversations.
So, where do we begin? Well, like with anything, you gotta start with a solid foundation. And in the world of emotions, that foundation is built on just three simple but really powerful words.
I want you to think of these as the primary colors of your feelings. Seriously, with just happy, sad, and angry, you can describe a massive range of human experiences. They are the absolute starting point for any emotional conversation.
And you know what's great? The grammar's super simple. You can say, I am happy, or I feel happy. They mean exactly the same thing. So boom, right out of the gate, you have the structure you need to start expressing yourself.
But of course, life isn't just that simple, is it? Our feelings have so many different shades. So let's start adding a little more color and detail to our emotional vocabulary. Okay, let's start with the good stuff. You know those moments when just saying you're happy doesn't even begin to cover it? The feeling is just bigger than that. This is where getting specific is a game changer. Are you really looking forward to that vacation? You're not just happy, you're excited. Did a friend's surprise visit give you this huge sense of pleasure? You're delighted. Did you just nail that project at work? You're thrilled. See? The right word invites people into your world.
Now, on the flip side, sometimes sad feels a little too flat. Our tougher feelings are often a mix of things, right? A little worry, a little loneliness thrown in.
A word like upset is so helpful because it captures that messy mix of feelings. You're sad, you're worried, maybe even a tiny bit angry. If you're feeling lonely on top of it, maybe downcast is the right word. And for those really, really tough days, well, the word is miserable. Being precise helps other people get not just what you feel, but how you're feeling it.
And the same thing goes for feelings like anger and fear. These are intense emotions, and they absolutely exist on a spectrum, from a tiny little frustration to this overwhelming feeling of dread. Just think about it. Being stuck in traffic might make you feel annoyed, but if someone really betrays your trust, you'd be furious. Before a big speech, you're probably nervous, but in a really dangerous situation, you'd be terrified. Matching the word to the intensity is such a key skill. It gives your feelings the right weight.
Okay, so now that we've got a richer vocabulary, let's add another layer. This is the fun part. Let's talk about idioms, those creative phrases that just make language pop.
When you're so happy you feel like you're floating, you can say, I'm on cloud nine. It just paints this amazing picture that the words very happy could never do. And for sadness, I'm feeling down in the dumps. Just perfectly captures that heavy, low-energy vibe. It sounds so natural, and it's a really relatable way to say you're feeling sad.
Oh, and this one is one of my absolute favorites. You know that fluttery feeling you get before a first date or a big job interview? It's not really fear, but it's not just excitement either. It's that mix. Having butterflies is the perfect way to describe it.
Okay, but talking about feelings is a two-way street, right? So now that we've gotten better at expressing ourselves, let's flip the script and talk about the crucial skill of responding to other people with empathy.
I mean, look at the difference here. It is huge. Saying that's bad just states a fact. Honestly, it can feel a little cold. But saying, I'm so sorry to hear that, shows you actually care. And when you add, that must be so difficult for you, you're showing you're trying to step into their shoes. That right there is validation.
And this might just be the most powerful, supportive phrase in the English language. It's not pushy, it doesn't assume you know what's best, it just opens the door, puts them in control, and shows them you are genuinely there for them. It's a game changer.
Now, here's something that is so important to remember. The way we show and even understand these feelings isn't the same for everyone on the planet. Culture plays a massive role in our emotional language.
The trick here is to see these differences without judging them. Someone from a more reserved culture isn't being cold or distant. They're showing self-control, which is a valued trait. And someone from an expressive culture isn't being over the top. They're being authentic. Just being aware of this can prevent so many misunderstandings.
So, how do you get good at all of this?
Well, you can't just read about it, you have to actually do it. The fastest way to build real confidence is by having live, spontaneous conversations in a place where you feel supported, where the pressure is low, and where you can learn from all kinds of different people.
So we've built the toolkit, from the basic colors to all the nuanced shades, from talking about ourselves to understanding others. You have the words now. So the only question left is, who are you going to connect with today? Thanks so much for joining me.